Buddy, I had to change the whole description. I had tech issues. I'm so sorry. I'm a little late. Well, we're never late, but anyways, this video, I wrote down everything, thank God. Um, what is triggering you to react out of fear? And in the other description, I had it all written out and all my links and websites, but I'll do that later again. Anyways, the description was what is triggering you to react out of fear in current connections or your surroundings. And that's where we're going to start with this reading right now. And then the second part of the reading, I'm going to draw more cards. And if you could ask your higher self or inner child, what would their advice be for you right now? So you could make changes in how you feel in all of your connections to people, places, things that trigger you. Okay. And the decks that I'm using are Haunted House, Light Seers Tarot, and Jack O' Lantern Tarot. And also, what's this one? Let me see. Classic Tarot for verification cards, if needed. So welcome to Goddess of Love Healings. And I'm also going to say right now, I honor your divinity and I pray that you honor mine. So anybody comes with any ill intentions or it would in the comments or anything, I'm going to delete you ASAP. So we only want unconditional love and light. And even if you ain't, I still honor you have divinity in you. I got my healing Reiki crystals. We're calling in the power of the amethyst in energy. We got to collect negative energies, if any. Okay, so all my readings offer Reiki crystal healing energies. Okay, so come with an intention always. And I'm going to play, I'm going to add some healing sound. So I'd like you to put both hands over your heart. Take a deep breath in. Breathe in unconditional love and light. On your exhale, out love and light. Do that 2 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Connect with your higher self, with your team and spirit. On the in breath. Okay. That helps us ground into the reading, into your higher self, your inner child, intuition, whatever it is to you. I'm going to bring in some sound healing. Okay. So breathe it in. Okay, invite in the highest light and love of the divine, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, your spirit team, my spirit team from the highest Christed light to join us, to connect to your higher self or inner child, whichever you want the advice to come from. Okay. So what is triggering you to react out of fear in your current connections or surrounding. So this can be people, places, or things. Okay. And I know my knees are probably a little higher than my table, but we're remodeling, we're painting, and this is a space I get to work from. And I'm just grateful to be here. I'm grateful that you are here. I hope you like my craft and setup for Halloween. At some point, I do want to mention that I do have the pendulum board. I'm going to bring the reading. Oops, my bad. We have Reiki healing stones here. And let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to actually start with these beauties right here. I hope you can see them. I don't know because of the light I have in here. See the colors. Okay. I'm going to do my best with the lighting that I have to work with. Here, let me maybe turn it a little bit. Right on the cards. How's that? Can you see better? Okay. There we go. Okay. So that was the King of Pentacles. All right. So I'm going to shuffle the cards with intention. Calling my team. Your team. Messages. All right. What is triggering you to react out of fear? This is the first half of the reading. What is triggering you to act out of fear? And we're going to see here what this trigger is, and we're going to give you the healing tools to possibly change it. Okay? There's no possibility that it is possible. Well, so, what is triggering you to react out of fear in your current connections or surroundings? Oh, okay. Well, let's deep breath in. I also have incense burning. Okay. And to stop. Come on. All right, that's good. And cut them. 1, 2, 3. All right, what is triggering you to react out of fear in your current situation or surroundings? Okay. Number 1, King of Swords, 2 of Wands, 8 of Cups, and 4 of Pentacles. Okay, so we're going to set these over here. Okay, so right away, I can feel. Okay, we got the King of Swords, 2 of Wands, 8 of Cups, and the 4 of Pentacles. Put these over. Okay, this person, King of Swords, I feel these cards are so colorful. Okay. Connect. Okay. This person, this King of Swords here, is very intelligent. He didn't get to be a king easily. Okay. It took a lot of learning how to communicate, how to receive messages. Okay. Sorry about the background. That's my neighbor. So he's a king. He sits on this throne. He's powerful. He too has divinity. Okay. He's holding that sword because he knows he can use it at any time, at any given time. He can use it to hurt. He can use it to speak confidently, clearly. He could even poke somebody with it. But yeah, that's funny. He has a bad sword. Okay. So he has this amazing crown that he earned. Okay. But then you have this Two of Wands that's a decision. And he's holding on to one, and I'll show you the card. Okay, he's holding on. Can you see it? There you go. He's holding on to this decision, this one decision. Okay. He has the world in his other hand, in his left hand, which to me is saying, I'm feeling that this is a masculine energy, that he's holding the world in his left hand. In the left hand, to me, I feel is a feminine energy. Okay. So sometimes he can hurt with this sword, the way he communicates. But however, I feel that he's always coming from clarity, confidence, and truth when he's connected also to his own feminine energy. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling. This is the first time I ever used these cards. They're so colorful. I love them. Okay, so this king is grounded. He's connected to nature. He can really use communication to cut through specific messages. Okay, so this could be a trigger. This person could, whoever's resonating, this person is an air sign. Okay, he's really logic most of the time. And this is what I feel. But he holds clear in truth. Whatever he speaks about is his truth. Okay. Sometimes he can hurt people with that sword. Right. And this is when he can be so logic or just in his mind only. But that's why I see and feel this Two of Wands as his feminine energy, his own. He can even do this to his own self. He can be his worst enemy with communication, how he communicates to himself. So what we're asking here is, what is triggering you, the one watching, to react out of fear? So there's no gender base here, right? So we're just going with the flow, and I'm going to read as many messages out of these 4 cards as what I can get, and then we're going to use these other ones. But I'm going to connect. Is there anything I left out? There's also messages coming in that's clear, all right? Sometimes he's got clouded judgment. So if this is your person and this is what you came to find out, he knows what he's doing, okay? He knows what he's doing. And he's trying to make a decision to step more into his feminine energy. He's actually, I saw left leg and him holding in his left hand the world. So to me, he knows, he's clear that you are the one, you know, and he's trying to tame this inner beast of how he wants to communicate to others, you know, to other connections or his surroundings and with the people he loves dearly. Um, but this King of Swords also had to have learned this type of communication, right? He's trying to make a decision to walk away, to leave. This is the next card, the Eight of Cups, if you can see it. I don't know if you can see it, but okay. He's trying to make a decision, and he's clear. All right, this person is clear, no gender base, so feminine or masculine. Whoever's watching, take what resonates and leave the rest. He's trying to connect more to his feminine energy, to be more nurturing and compassionate and loving towards himself when he communicates, and his feminine energy in a relationship or other connections. Okay. This, you could also say children too. Okay. So when he can do this, or he or she, the energy is possible. Anything's possible. Okay. So trust in the divine, into the universe, that this is the message from your higher self or your inner child. Okay. So the inner child is also teaching this King of Swords how to communicate on the softer side of the sword, to use the knowledge gained over his entire lifetime, his or hers, to be able to communicate clearly, confidently, his truth, always stand in his own truth, to believe in what he says is truth. It is his truth and not other people's truths, right? So all these emotions in the Eight of Cups, he's following. I'm really strongly picking up a divine masculine energy. He's choosing what to hold on to and what to release with this Four of Pentacles. Okay, so sometimes it can be stubborn energy, can hold on, kicking and screaming to tangible things, money, love, relationships, whatever it is. So your higher self and your inner child is definitely coming with this clear communication. He's going to cut through the shit, through the bullshit, whatever, clearing the debris of not like getting rid of the other side. Oh, I'm sorry. Forgive me. Lucky. Shh. Okay. So he's coming clean, and he's cutting through to make this decision to communicate softer to even himself. Okay. Leaving the past behind where he felt unworthy, unloved, where he only had to be here to communicate love to others. It's also about the self. So the higher self and the inner child is coming in and helping him or her choose more compassion towards the self, communication. Let's see. So by making this decision, he's moving towards the feminine energy for himself. And listening to the higher self, the wisdom from within. That's the only way. This is what this person that's coming in right now, this is the only way, is to also, it's through self-acceptance. His own truth, his or her own truth, whoever resonates. So this is the trigger. It's how this person is communicating to you or him or herself. Okay. So the inner child in the higher self is saying they're doing the work. They're connecting to their softer side, how they communicate to others, relationships, children, whatever it is to you, and other circumstances. So yeah, it's really connected to nature. There's also birds. I'm feeling energy of birds bringing messages. Let's see. And the higher self is saying, and the inner child, whichever you resonate to, is saying, this is the way to love. This is the way to communicate self-love, self-care. By making this decision that just not outside the self is how we love. It's important to communicate compassionately, clearly, and with the own vibration of your own voice. That's what this person energy is coming in. So he's learning how to meditate. He's learning how to connect. So it's saying, this is the way. This is the way you're being triggered. Okay. It's by the way you communicate self. So once we switch that and start communicating more loving and compassionate with your own vibration and your own voice, and feeling the cells in the body are just going to align into this energy, the softer way to communicate. Okay. Let me see. What else we got? I'm still feeling part of the past is being held on to. And this is what I'm feeling is to kind of reflect upon, just review, not relive. Okay. This kind of communication that you heard, seen, you witness as the page. Okay. So that would be an apprentice. It's when you first learn how to communicate, when you are birthed in. And it's not just the family, it is the surroundings that you've experienced your whole entire life. So there's some things that you can take and hold on to, I feel, with the Four of Pentacles that actually is helpful and useful, but coming from a softer way, like feeling how you would want to receive communication to yourself. That's how you would also give communication to others in your surroundings or connections. So it's leaving the past behind. Okay. This is what the inner child is communicating, that this is the way to the softer side to communicate to yourself, to others. And It's okay to hold on, but not where you cannot release it. Okay, in the moment, like when it's happening, like somebody's, um, it's a conflict. Okay, that would definitely trigger this person. Okay, a conflict is how you react and how you communicate to others. Okay, so other connections, other surroundings. Just remember, the inner child in the higher self is clearly stating that you are the truth. You are confident, and you can speak confidently and clearly, and you can receive the softer messages from others when you start putting it into thyself. Okay. So, whatever that is, masculine or feminine, it's an air sign energy. Okay. It's an earth energy, it's a water sign. Okay. So, all water signs, all earth signs, and all air signs. Okay. Um, it. I feel the higher self is also saying, um, there's some kind of truth to look at, as far as a distorted masculine energy of how to communicate to others in your surroundings and circumstances and connections, because this can be a stubborn energy. Like, no, I choose to communicate this way. Yes, it is a choice, but it doesn't help you and it doesn't help others. Okay. So, as everybody knows, here at Goddess Love Healings, I love to teach self love, self care. So, your higher self, your inner child is saying, just leave this behind. Step into who you are. It's okay to hold on to some. Okay. It's helpful. It's useful. It's not ever not been a useful energy, to where you had to stand in your truth, stand in your power, and communicate confidently and clearly. Right. So hold on to that part. This is what your higher self is saying. Listen to the inner wisdom, and hold on to all the knowledge, every experience. Be okay with that. And that's going to lead you into the softer way to speak to yourself and others. Okay. And you don't have to tippy toe. Okay. You get to stand in your power, stand in your truth, speak confidently, clearly, cut through any bullshit on the softer side. So it's saying your feminine energy, you hold the power right there in your hands. Okay. You just got to let go of the past, because I like these Halloween cards. You see, the pole he's holding on to has a skull on it, which is the past is dead and gone. Just take what resonates and leave the rest of the past, what worked and what didn't. All connections and surroundings, all of our entire life teach us something. They teach us how to use words harshly, and it's a choice. You now have to admit the truth to yourself. Okay, stop blaming everybody else. I am this King of Swords. I know how to communicate. I have the intellect to also merge with my compassionate side and walk away what no longer serves. Okay. And this could be mind and emotions that are receiving healing or need to receive healing. So I am totally feeling it's a stubborn energy. Okay. And it's not helping any of your connections or any of your surroundings. So the higher self is inviting you to love yourself more, to tend to your mental stability, okay? Because we can get so intellectual, we forget we even have love or we have a heart to give to others or how to offer love to others, right? But fill your own cup up first, definitely. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull some more cards on the next part. And this is if you could ask your higher self for advice, what would you hear right now? And you know what? I'm going to use this deck. We're using the classic tarot. Oh, and there he is again. See? Same King of Swords. Okay. So I'm going to shuffle. Bless you. Bless this space. Receive the messages you need to hear right now from your higher self about your current connections and surroundings that trigger you. Let's get some more in-depth answers here. Okay. All right. I'm going to cut the deck. As always. There's that card again. All right. Forgive me for the loud background noise. It happens. Keeping it real. Stuff. Okay. I pull the first card. Yeah. Decision. A world card again. I shit you not. This is a clarification. Two the same cards, different deck. Look at that. All right. So, wow. And that's directly under the King of Swords. So this King of Swords has made a decision. He's made a decision and he's looking at the world in a whole new perspective and perception right now. Okay. He looks optimistic. All right. He's optimistic that the communication that he is waiting for is coming in. Right. I'm also feeling that for some. Okay. It's also a Gemini energy. Okay. So yeah, it's overthinking is the next one. All right. So too intellectual, not enough in the feeling part of a decision or the way to communicate with your connections and surroundings. All right. He's aware he has a choice to choose either way. He can walk away from that kind of communication and being surrounded by it because that's something that we practice. So this becomes a mental instability. It causes anxiety and stress. It's where you're, got to make a decision and just lay down and not be around it. Actually communicate to your mindset. And this is a way to heal it is say, thank you, ego mind, for that thought, but you do not exist there any longer. Start talking to it like that. Okay. All right. So let's see. Yep. Queen of Cups. Look at that. Yeah. Very intuitive. Okay. So it's overthinking that you are this right here, this Queen of Cups. And it's under the 8 of Cups. So it's making a decision, a double decision right here, to let the past go and stop overthinking and getting stuck in your mind and not being able to make specific decisions when it comes to the way to communicate, right? It's leaving that behind and following. I'm really feeling strongly masculine energy because of the sun. Okay, you got the moon here and the sun here. But I got 2 owls here, and there's so much knowledge and wisdom. Okay. And you just overthink it. You are intuitive. Okay. It is okay to feel this way. When you do communicate this way, it is okay. Just don't hold on to it. Don't be stubborn. This is what your higher self and your inner child is communicating. Okay. Yeah. It's like take a leap of faith. It's just jump right in and feel with intention this intuitive part of you. It's also saying simplify in your life this way, being more intuitive, and it's like a fool's journey, all right? Sometimes we can turn our backs to our intuition and get so stuck in this energy and make decisions rationally. And this is why we need and we get to connect to our intuitive being. This is our sacred part of emotion. Okay. But there can also be a conflict mentally and emotionally making a decision, right? Being able to just leap and trust that the universe has got your back. This is your divinity that you are leaving behind if you're only intellectual. Okay. You get to be both. That's the decision. And it's made. It's like this person is always being triggered, okay, by all these old things of the past that no longer serve. They will never serve. They probably never have served any of your circumstances or connections and surroundings of how you communicate to yourself or others. But this is the way that your higher self and your inner child saying you can change it. You know you can change it. Okay? All right. So let's see. I know as promised, I am definitely going to use the Haunted Tarot deck right here. These are all new, so they're a little slippery. So, yeah, it's saying take a leap of faith. Simplify your life this way so you can get out of your head and into your heart. Okay. And there's the World card. You have the key. You are the key right here. When you make that decision, it's locked. Okay. It's locked in, and you know that there's people out there in the world that's always going to be there to trigger you. You can't avoid anything of the sort. By no means. We all know that. But you can choose. All right. You do have a choice. Okay. I'm also feeling this energy of releasing what you hold grip tightly to, of like your perception of the world. You're opening your mind, right? I'm also feeling the higher self or the inner child saying something about a journey. Okay. Somehow to feel the world differently. There's a journey up ahead. Okay. But you're the only one that holds the key to change the current connections or surroundings. You're the only one. Okay, so the last two cards are the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Cups. So I see this ending because you're working on communication differently and inviting in your intuitive side. And there's the peace, love, harmony, happiness, joy, laughter, la la la. I love it. So there's this 10 of wands is burdens on your back that you no longer want to carry or have to choose to carry. These are other people's, right? And you can clearly send back to sender. But the higher self and the inner child is saying, right here is how to soften the energy through love, through joy, through the free things of the world, the rainbow, the clouds, the moons, the stars, the water, that's how we connect to the intuitive part of our being. Okay, not done yet. So I'm feeling definitely you're releasing the past, how you used to communicate. You're figuring out it's not working. It's causing anxiety, stress, sleepless nights. So yes, there's the decision. That's what your higher self is sending you the message right now. The way to end this burden, feeling stuck or bound or tied down to other people. But it's also about self-acceptance. It's like here's the Four of Pentacles there, and here's the Four of Cups. So she's not even looking at these other offers. Okay. Okay. So that is a very stubborn energy. And Lucky, forgive me, my dog. There's nobody here. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna pull one more card. Oh, okay. So a lot of healing, a lot of happiness. Let's start feeling optimistic because things are changing for you. Yes. Healing with family, with friends. I'm feeling like how you may have hurt someone and you're holding on to it. Okay, that's another thing I feel. The higher self and the inner child is saying to let go of that. So you can get out of this headspace. Open up to your intuitive side and be able to know when to take a leap. Take a leap of faith. Simplify your life by letting go of what no longer serves, emotionally, mentally. Okay. This is a spiritual feeling too. So whatever doesn't serve mentally, emotionally, spiritually anymore, make up your own rules right here. Be this fool. You're on a fool's journey. You get to create it and simplify it any way you want. You get to choose healing or not choose healing. There's always decisions. You make a decision, you don't make a decision, you're still making a decision. But let's see, getting anything else here. Okay. It's about seeing the higher perspective and perception in the world, about yourself, how you communicate to yourself, to your surroundings, what you're surrounding yourself with. This is healing. This is healing with family connections. There's definitely endings of burdens, feeling bound and not being able to untie yourself from this way of being. You are the key to the world right there. You're also going to bring this light to others. Okay. Yes. You're going to definitely step into who you are confidently, clearly communicate your truth and always stand up for yourself. Um, and you're actually receiving, you're cutting through and you're receiving this crown of knowledge to turn into wisdom for others as well. That's what I just feel. Let's see if I can get anything else here. Oh, yes, I just did. Don't be stubborn with your wisdom. Be proud to share it with the world, with your connections, new connections, maybe even old connections that are wanting to change this way of thinking and being and feeling. So let's see. Anything else? Reward yourself. I just heard. Remember to buy yourself something for every accomplishment, and that will be reward enough. Your higher self is communicating, right? And ride the rainbow. Ride these emotions. You can ride them out. You're a king, right? You can make this decision. Let the dead be dead, the past, right? Or hold on to it. But this is what triggers you. Okay. So listen to the inner wisdom by what you feel in the present moment. Be able to connect to this more compassionate, loving, caring side of yourself, letting go of self-doubt, right? Any regrets. Say thank you for that thought, but you no longer are welcome here. When it's about yourself or other connections or your surroundings, you have a choice to walk away or turn away. Stubbornness is not bad. It's not good either, but it depends on how you intend to use this sword to communicate, right? It's all in the intention. Let's see what else. Yeah, your higher self saying, and your inner child is like, once you do this, you're going to be amazed yourself how fast you heal with your family, even friends, maybe your partner, whatever it is to you. Let the burden go. Sometimes we don't stop. We think, but we don't literally stop and feel about other people's feelings or have empathy for other people when you're purely intellect, using your intellect and not connected to your divinity, your emotions. Okay. And that happens, masculine or feminine. It's a distorted energy. It doesn't do anybody any good. You definitely will be friendless unless that's your theme, but it's no longer serving you. And so you know what burdens you carry and what serves and what doesn't. Choose love, for the self. Choose to give and be loved to others. It's a very happy, harmonious energy to invite in by rewarding yourself. Feeling good in every moment is not possible. We all know that, but you can surely choose and you can do your best. And with self acceptance is taking this leap of faith and always starting from the beginner mindset. Like, okay, all right, I remember this don't work out for me. So I'm going to simplify this communication and, whatever it is to you in the moment. But this is your message from your higher self and your inner child. Let's see. I'm also feeling playtime. Remember that you are in your inner child is inviting you to play, not take things so seriously. Get out of your head, drop in your emotions, connect, right? And communicate and feel how you would want others to give that back, because energy that we are goes out and it calls back in the exact same energy in tribe of community or connections and surroundings. So choose better for yourself always. And let's see what else. You will, if you have headaches and anxiety, this will sure take care of it. All right. This will heal all past wounds, ways of thinking and being and feeling. Yeah. Because even this Queen of Cups sits on a throne, right? Not just the King of Swords, but you can upgrade them. A softer way of being and feeling and communicating to the world, to yourself, about the world. This is letting go of non-judgment to yourself. You're judging yourself when you communicate harshly, So what you say, you run into people that give you shit. Well, that shit that you've been given is in you. It reflects back to the self. So this is what your trigger is. This is what your higher self message is. Let go of the past. Dive in and share that wisdom. Okay? Because it can become toxic and it can be an addictive habit of thinking, being, and feeling the way that it's only one way. It's not. You have a choice. You have a choice to choose love in all your relationships, all your surroundings. And when you do it, you're giving that wisdom back. Okay? You're giving that wisdom back. That's where you hold the key to the world. And yeah. So I think that's what I got, peeps. I love it. Wow. I would love to hear some comments and feedback if it helped. Okay. Let us know here at Goddess Love Healings. Let us know how that is for you. Because if this were out here more in the world, nobody would have this mental instability, headaches, anxiety, right? Just admit the truth. Admit the truth to others. Stand in your truth to others always. Never backing down. That's what I mean. There's things that you can hold on to. All right. There's things that actually worked for you. I mean, if communicating that way helps you learn, all right. If this is lessons that you're learning, great. Keep doing it because you're going to keep learning. But if you want to just be true to who you are and be your authentic self always, get into that intuition. Take a leap of faith. Be compassionate, loving, and kind to yourself so you can actually feel what it feels like to heal that. Heal that with your family, heal that with your friends, heal that with your children, whatever it is to you. But this is the message from the higher self and the inner child. Okay. Yep. So it's time for some action. If you're not already taking it, I know what you're feeling. I have empathy for you. Okay. I was this King of Swords. You know, I am a feminine on the outside, but I also am a masculine energy. And that is what I was taught, to be defensive in my communication. And I took the time to go within my intuition, guide me to be able to heal that. So I no longer talk to people that way. Um, I love it. I would not ever want to go. I'm not saying I don't, have my moments, right? And we all will. But once we start practicing it, being the softer side, your own feminine energy, or too feminine in your life, I don't care who it is, some feminine off the street, never, ever, okay? That is divinity. All feminine energy is divine, right? All masculine energy is divine. We have both sides to us. I love it. I love knowing it. I love knowing that I hold the world in my hands and I get to choose. I get to make clear, concise decisions through my intuition guiding me. Just like I do these readings, that is what it is. I feel and connect to the energy and power of the divinity that I already am. And the reason this happens, I got another message coming in. The reason this happens is not just because we were taught, but that's where it started. And then we practiced it and it became this programmed thing in our mind. Like, it's only one way. This works for me. Sometimes it doesn't, but this really works. This works all the time. All the time. This is where you always get that new beginning, that simpler life. And it comes from the divine and the divinity in. So thank your higher self for bringing these messages to the collective. Again, I am so sorry. I apologize. I'm not sorry because shit happens, but I am apologizing because I did have a full description in my video that would not start, and that happens. And I caught myself getting pissed off, and it's okay. I'm going to accept that. That's who I am. That's all of me. This is me, the true, authentic me that you get right now. And in every moment, you will see me because I honor the divinity in myself and others. Okay. So thank you. With that being said, if you like my style, you like my channel, I had links to donate because I want all my donations for here at Goddess Love Healings to go to True North services in my community. They help people find residents. They give food. They help children going back to school that can't afford their book bags, their paper, their supplies for school. And there's also, if you're from Fremont or Newaygo, they also need help always in the pantry serving others. So that would be helpful too. But I will learn. I'm just learning how to do this YouTube thing. So I will learn later how to edit and put in timestamps. I actually know when I started this reading and when it ends. Anytime now. I'm going to end it. So thank you for being you. Always be true to yourself. Speak compassionately and kind to others, and that's what you'll get back. Okay. Let's see if we get everything. So yeah, it's about healing the mind, making new decisions towards happiness, wish fulfillment. It is definitely granted. I'm seeing this happen. Um, so thank you. I hope you like, share, and comment, and definitely subscribe because we're going to keep coming back with all kinds of goodies. I am offering 20% for first time um, clients that sign up for a reading at my website, goddesslovehealings.com. What else? Make sure I didn't leave anything else out. I'm going to take a drink real quick. So, yeah. So, if you're holding on to any regret, any anxiety right now, let it go. That is the past way of being, feeling, and acting. So, you get to choose. And that is your message from your higher self and your inner child. And we're always here to help with answering any of your questions. If you feel lost and you have no one to guide you that is spiritually woke and intuitive and already doing the work and already done the work. And yeah, please leave it in the comments. I love you all. Thank you so, so much. We're going to end this video at 1:02. Have a great evening.